All right. So, how's your day going?
It's good. Are you figuring it out?
Yeah. Someone says hi. Hi. So anyways, what Buddy and I were doing earlier today is that we're doing an article for Harvard Crimson. Yeah. About how we played together for like our entire lives, and then we ended up here in college playing together. It was pretty interesting, actually. Like really funny story. Like come full circle that we're both here, but Buddy and I were born in the same hospital, hours apart. Like our parents knew each other before. He's born like 12:30 a.m. on October 2nd.
Oh, okay.
So like just missed that. But yeah, it is pretty crazy. And then we played volleyball together, or like went to preschool together, K through like junior year. Like we did 12 years of school together. And I started with Kulakoa when I was in 5th grade with and like just been playing volleyball with him ever since. It's kind of a crazy story.
Sweet.
Yeah. Very good technical.
Did you give him your number?
Yeah. Let's see. Cool. I'll make sure I give him a number. That's the right number. Do you ever have a fear of Hello.
Hey, man.
Hey, Matt's here with us as well.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm good. Still under the weather, but I'm good. You guys, thanks for doing this. So, let me do something real quick. You guys can just start waving, just to acknowledge. Give me 1 second real quick.
It's someone's birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Is the audio working on the Facebook Live?
Yeah, you know what? I need to put a title.
Awesome.
Matt, I gave up. I need to know how to say your last name.
Ctvrtlik.
Okay, you'll do that part, okay? When I let you guys introduce yourself.
Okay.
I googled, but no, it didn't work for me. Okay, 1 second.
It's okay. There are more consonants than vowels, so a lot of people have trouble.
Okay, and you guys, I think we're set. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, Volleywood, this is Ace, and joining us this morning, we have 2 players from Harvard men's volleyball team, the Crimsons. We have Ryan Hong and Matt. Matt, do the honor, please.
Ctvrtlik.
There you go. Probably the most difficult volleyball last name I've ever encountered. You guys, how's it going? First of all, thanks for doing this.
Of course.
How's everything for you guys post season?
I mean, it's nice to be, well, both a blessing and I guess a curse to be out of season. Of course, everyone wants to be playing more volleyball and compete for longer. But this past week of this first week of off season has been really great to just catch up on schoolwork and let our bodies heal because it's a brutal grind throughout season. I mean, we have a very long season, and here at Harvard, academics are always rigorous and never easing up, even if we're in season. So yeah.
That's good, but you guys, I need to ask you a huge favor. If you could please do the honors of introducing yourselves by saying your last name, your position, and the school that you played for. Sorry, I forgot to do it.
The school we played for previously, or?
No, just like where you play.
What's up, everyone? My name is Ryan Hong. I'm from Hawaii. I'm a freshman at Harvard, and I'm a middle blocker.
Hi, I'm Matt Ctvrtlik. I am a junior setter here at Harvard University. I'm from Newport Beach in Southern California.
Perfect. Now, you guys, Matt, what about you? What can you say about your life post-season?
I mean, I don't want to echo too much of what Ryan said, but it definitely, it's nice to catch up on schoolwork. We have a lot going on, and it never really lets up. So once season's over, you have an extra 3 or 4 hours a day where you can do homework or study, or take naps too, which is all pretty important stuff. And yeah, just letting your body heal. It's obviously disappointing that we didn't go as far as we'd like to, but it's what happens sometimes. So.
Now, Ryan, you mentioned earlier that you're from Hawaii. How did you get to Harvard?
Well, I was looking at a number of schools because for college, obviously, and the majority of my schools on my list were on the West Coast, mainly California schools, and then there were a few East Coast schools. But my main priority was academics, and volleyball just came along as a plus. I mean, it is a sport that I've loved and played for many years, but my priority coming into college was focusing on my academics and challenging myself rigorously. And so I came into contact with the Harvard coaches, and I looked at the academics, and I applied to a number of schools, but Harvard was my first choice, and I got in, and then I walked onto the team, and the rest is history. Yeah.
What about you, Matt? You're from Newport Beach, California.
I mean, in high school, I think placing an academic focus, throughout those 4 years, I wanted to go to a college that I was rewarded for how hard I tried in school, as well as on the volleyball court. And, that narrowed down the schools in terms of what I wanted to do academically as well as athletically. And between, the handful of schools, Harvard, Stanford, Princeton, UCLA, to name a few, but came out here on an official visit senior year of high school and loved it. It was nice fall weather, East Coast. You got to see a different season that you don't get to see over in SoCal. And I just loved it. Yeah, I had a great time. Loved the guys here, connected, and I just ended up here and love it.
Now, you guys, both of you mentioned about academics. Who's smarter, Ryan or Matt?
We're not answering that. I mean, I would think I'm more STEM. My strength is more in STEM, and he would be in other areas, like everything else. Because, yeah, I don't think there's a who's smarter. In terms of volleyball, Matt's volleyball IQ is definitely smarter than mine.
Now, Matt is a setter, Ryan, you're a middle blocker. How did you guys create that connection? Because you really have to have that great connection between with a setter. How did you guys kind of build that connection this season, for example?
Well, I mean, it started day one when he walked in, for fall ball. And one thing that I love about this guy is he's similar to me in that he never gives up, and he's a pretty true competitor. And what I mean by that is every day in the gym, he's going pretty hard. And as a middle and setter, you spend so much time trying to get that connection, and it makes it so much easier when in practice every day, he's getting up quick and as hard as he can. And setting it in practice is just like the games. So there's not really much of a difference when you translate it over to in season, this spring. And so I would just say the connection came very easily. I'm also used to, no offense, but a couple undersized middles in my career. Fair. With 6'2", 6'3" middles. I rarely have had the 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" middle. And so with this guy, it wasn't too much different, except he jumps really high and has long arms. So.
Yeah, and Matt was really receptive in the beginning of the season to not only just helping me adjust onto the new college schedule in terms of volleyball and academics. He would help me out after practices. He would take me aside, and we'd work one-on-one and with our connection on like the 3-ball or just certain types of small details in terms of our connection, and over time that helped us create chemistry.
Got it. Now, Matt, being the setter, what do you look for in your middle blocker?
There's a couple different things. I'd say the first thing, though, is the mindset of trying to be consistent with your play. I think a lot of times with middle blockers, at least offensively, there's so much that can go wrong with timing and speed of the set and location. And just being able to consistently repeat the same motion is something that I look for, and it's really nice, something that he does well. And just the attitude of being, all right, I'm coming in for 3 rotations and I'm going to go back and serve. And right now I'm going to get block touches on every ball that's hit around me. That just aggressive mindset of being able to come in and make a difference and just be like the blocking, leader out on the court. So.
Ryan, what do you look for in a setter?
I mean, first off, like, can he run an offense? Like in more of a general sense, like, can the setter lead our team and run a smooth offense? And when I came to Harvard, Matt was already doing that, and he really placed our hitters because we have a young hitting squad, and he really put us in a position to have some success. I mean, I look for consistency in sets. I mean, it's hard sometimes when it's going really fast, but when I look at Matt's setting, he's very consistent in his placement, in the communication between us, because that's a really big thing in terms of connecting on the middle. Him knowing where I am at all times, whether he's off the net or on the net, and where I am in respect to where he is. And so I just look for consistency in sets, in building that chemistry to ultimately connect on a nice set.
Now, how do you guys manage frustration on the court? I mean, Ryan, would you know that Matt is getting frustrated like just by looking at him, or how do you guys sense that on the court? I mean, as a team?
I mean, yeah, we played together for quite a while now, and we kind of can tell each other's tendencies. I mean, Matt being one of our captains can read all the players on the court very well. He knows when I'm upset because I'm pretty outward about it, and I just try to get the team going and moving on to the next play. I mean, we're all one team and we all make mistakes, and so we just got to be there to pick each other up instead of just sulking on the side. And so both of us try to pull in each other. Like if I see Matt kind of, he rarely does it. Like he never really dwells on a play. But if I see an instance where he is, I'll just pick him up and then we'll move forward. And it's always about the next play because there's not much you could do about the previous play other than just move forward.
Matt, what about you being a junior, correct? Like,
Yeah.
how do you kind of manage frustrations, like as individually, and how do you kind of tell your teammates that, you know what, hey, it's okay being the kind of the veteran on the team?
I mean, yeah, like Ryan referenced earlier, we had a young squad, especially back on the serve receive line. And sometimes it happens that they get rattled and the other team has a good server back there and it's just ripping serves. There's only so much you can do to speak into someone in a time like that. But just bringing the guys together, kind of reminding them, we're playing for each other out there. It helps a lot. I don't just focusing on the next play. All these guys, reminding these guys, I think being positive about it is important. Just reminding them, they've passed 1 million balls in practice. Just do it in the game. Just do it on the next play. So, I've been in situations and been in a ton of circumstances where, things like this have happened before. And just that gives me a sense of poise and just being able to kind of translate that and relay that to the younger guys on the team is kind of how I like to deal with the frustration on the court.
Gotcha. Now, you guys, let's kind of take your, let's kind of leave the volleyball court for a sec. How's your life outside volleyball? Like, Ryan?
I mean,
is it normal? Like, do you go out on weekends? What do you usually do, like, outside volleyball?
I mean, of course, because we're in college, schoolwork class takes up a huge proportion of our time. Got to sleep and stay healthy, got to eat well. But I've created a strong network of friends here at Harvard, and really I've gotten close with a bunch of them and made genuine relationships with them. And it's just really nice. We like to hang out. Sometimes we'll go down to Boston Commons or hang out in the Harvard Yard, but really just talk to one another. We'll go study together. You can rent out study rooms and then you can study together, and we'll watch movies and, just hang out. I mean, one thing we love to do is watch Game of Thrones together. So that's a huge part, especially now. But yeah, just really hang out and enjoy being in college, the freedom that comes with college, meeting other people on campus. I mean, there are so many people around that have so much to bring to your life and so much story to tell that it's really awesome to just get to know someone new every week and really get to know their story. Yeah.
Matt, what about you? Like, how do you manage life, or what's life for you outside volleyball?
There's definitely a social aspect. I mean, probably 1 or 2 nights a week on the weekends. I like to go out, like to meet my friends. I would say Harvard is very similar actually to many other schools. Schoolwork obviously is a priority for a lot of students here. Becomes some people's lives, but you have to make a conscious effort to go out and not become a hermit in your room. But it's very possible. I would say the one thing that is a little lacking is maybe the like exposure outside of Boston. We don't have too much time to go for like a day or two travel away unless it's in season with volleyball. We have to stay around here in case we have to go to office hours or get help with schoolwork, but definitely go out on the weekends, have a fun time. Yeah, like Ryan said, we're, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds. Yeah, I definitely have fun on the weekends.
Now, I'm guessing both of your families are like in Newport and in Hawaii still, correct? Or
Yes.
no, it is very important. It's being a student athlete is not very easy. It comes with a lot of challenges. How do you guys kind of connect with your support system? I think family is really important in your career at this point, like early on. For Matt, you're a junior. How do you guys kind of connect with your support system?
For me, I guess is just staying in touch with my solid group of friends from home, wherever they are around spread across the states. Just keeping in touch with them, calling my family regularly throughout the week, and then surrounding myself with solid friends here at Harvard, so you can physically be with them and creating a support network really wherever you go. And that's to rely on here, but also those at home who you've known for a long time.
Matt, what about you?
Similarly to Ryan, I talk to my family a lot on the phone. We have a group chat via text. We have an email chat. My brothers and I have an Instagram group chat. Just a bunch of different avenues where we stay in touch. I get to hear about their lives. They're the most important people in my life, hands down. So I talk to my friends too occasionally. FaceTime's great. But yeah, just like Ryan said, if you have a network here, it's nice, and then you have a network back home, and you can kind of intermix the two, and you feel like you're right next to them, even if you're on the other side of the country.
Now, Matt, I have to ask you this because I've actually interviewed Hagan Smith, the son of St. Smith, who is like one of the best beach volleyball players ever. You're the son of a 3-time Olympic volleyball player, Bob. Does it come with any pressure?
I've been asked that before, and I don't feel any, no. Obviously I want to succeed, but that's just a personal goal. My dad, despite his success, has never pressured me into doing anything, not even really playing volleyball. He said he'd like for us to play and know how to play, and he'd think it'd be a smart idea, but he didn't say, oh my gosh, you guys have to play volleyball, and you guys have to play in college, and you guys have to make the Olympic team. It's just, I love the sport myself, and I want to do as well as I can do. And I don't think it comes with any pressure from him, and it hasn't for sure over the span of my lifetime. He's been very, very, very supportive of my career, and really any choice that I have in terms of changing my career option or whatever. But I love volleyball, and I want to do as well as I can do, and he doesn't really put any pressure on that, no.
So he's never been like a stage dad to you, like, Matt, you should do this, this is how you should play, et cetera, et cetera. No.
Never, no. He's been very, very supportive, very open. Really treats me like an adult in terms of just my decision making. And he's like, hey, everything's on you. You choose what you want to do, and I'll be supportive either way. So
that's great. Now, you guys, we're almost done with this part of the interview, but a couple of more questions. Ryan, what is the biggest challenge that you faced since you moved there, and how did you cope with that challenge or deal with that challenge?
Could you say that one more time, the first part?
What was the biggest challenge that you've ever faced since going to Harvard, and how did you deal with that challenge?
I guess for me, the biggest challenge was just adjusting to the weather here. I had been challenged in high school academically, and then I was used to the athletic rigor, but the biggest change was the weather, coming from a tropical area where you could wear shorts and a t-shirt all year round and be totally fine with it, to up here in the Northeast where it's slightly colder. I mean, it does, it did snow, and it does snow a good amount. Um, it was just an adjustment between like coming to a new place with new people, but also coming to a place with seasons I had never experienced before. And that was a definite challenge to adjust to.
Ryan, Matt, what about you?
I'll echo the same thing Ryan said. The weather, you definitely have to get some jackets up here, but yeah.
You guys beat Penn State during the season, correct? And now they're playing for the title match in your conference. If you guys can kind of go back.
Yeah, wait.
We lost both times this year.
Yeah, to Penn State.
In the 2017-2018 season, that's when we beat Penn State.
Gotcha, sorry. But if you guys kind of go back to a match during, this past season, which match would you want to revisit? It's not going to change the future or anything, but which match would you want to revisit, and what would you want to change in that match? Ryan, let's start with you.
For me personally, it's our match against Princeton. I mean, they played a hell of a match. Lost to them 15 in the fifth set, and that was a very heartbreaking match to lose. But I wouldn't change anything except for I would want to replay that game, especially the fifth set. It was a very intense match, very high in emotion. We were going back and forth, and we were just both teams were competing well, and I just want to go back and replay that fifth set because I don't know. You always want to compete at the highest level, and I felt like the competition in that game especially was very high.
Matt, what about you?
Playing St. Francis at home this year. We went up 2-0 and then ended up losing the fifth, I think 16-14. Just going back and being able to talk to the guys, and we had a really young squad out there, and going up 2-0 against the team, sometimes you can take that third set for granted, and in college you can't. And I'd like to go back and kind of talk to the guys and just kind of show them a little bit of what that match could be like versus what it would be like. So.
Got it. Now, Ryan, what do you want to work on for next season or improve next season? Any specific skill that you want to improve for next season?
I mean, as an undersized middle blocker, because I'm 6'2", I think the biggest thing that I can contribute is my offense. But one thing that I do lack is my blocking, just because I'm so undersized compared to other middles and opponents. So definitely block reading and closing the block every single time, being consistent in closing the seam. I guess being a bigger presence in the middle through blocking, so that other middles would respect me as a blocker. So yeah, that's one thing I would work on in the off season.
Matt, being a veteran, any skill that you still want to improve for next season?
Agility, I think, is my biggest one. Agility, and obviously my jump. I think as a setter, being agile and being quick around the court's important. Footwork, technique, different things like that are great off-season goals. And so, yeah, I think I'll be able to accomplish it once I start getting back into it.
Now, before we go to the next part of this interview, which is the rapid questions, do you guys have any team cheer that you guys can share to us? Like, like how every team, like when someone serves an ace, like they have their own cheer. You guys have that?
We, like on the bench, we have a thing. We just do like a bark, I guess, every time the opponent misses a serve. It's just allowed to hoop. It isn't much, but it's something that we did. That was pretty funny. That's about it. Yeah. We're a pretty level-headed team. We don't go too high in energy. We're just pretty steady all the way around.
Got it. Now, you guys, we're going to do the rapid questions, which is the next part of this interview. What I do is I'll be asking you guys some random volleyball and non-volleyball questions. They could be funny, silly, so forgive me. But it's pretty fun. So let me know when you guys are ready, and then we can start.
All right. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Ryan, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Good Will Hunting.
Matt, what is your dream job?
My dream job?
Dream job.
I would have liked to have been a Navy SEAL.
Ryan, the funniest volleyball player that you know?
Funniest volleyball player. Sam Lewis on USC.
Now, Matt, skydiving or bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping. I would never jump out of a plane.
Ryan, the last thing you do before you go to sleep?
Put down my phone.
Matt, the first thing you do when you wake up?
Turn off my alarm.
Ryan, the last person that you texted?
Eric Lee, one of my teammates.
Matt, yes or no, have you Googled yourself on the internet?
Yes.
What did you find?
Just some old volleyball stuff. Some pictures of me playing basketball in high school.
Ryan, is it hard serve or soft serve?
Soft serve.
Matt, who is your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Ryan, yes or no, can you survive one full day without your phone?
Good question.
I could.
Now, Matt, name the nicest place that we should visit at Harvard.
Widener Library.
Ryan, yes or no, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Matt, what is your favorite song at the moment?
Oh gosh.
Go.
My favorite song at the moment?
Just off the top of your head. Go.
Old Town Road.
Wait, how does it go?
Something like I got horses in the back. And then there's a drop.
It's a country trap song. Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Can you sing us a few lines?
Off the top of my head, I cannot.
Come on, you gotta do it. You gotta do the
know.
horses in the back part. Come on, man.
No.
Okay, well, let's do Ryan. Ryan, what is your favorite song at the moment?
See, look, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to think actually. Probably would be Bonkers, and it's I guess an EDM song. I guess it's hard to reenact. It has a drop. It goes bonkers. That's about it.
Matt, do you play any other sport?
Yes, basketball.
Ryan, what about you? Do you play any other sport?
Football and basketball.
Matt, name one of your favorite volleyball matches with a team.
My 18's gold medal match of JOs.
Ryan, yes or no? Do you think you're sexy?
Of course.
Matt, best time to play volleyball, morning, afternoon, or evening?
Morning.
Ryan, what is your favorite class in school?
My favorite class was multivariable calculus here at Harvard.
No, Matt, describe your volleyball journey in one word.
Precious.
Ryan, what is the sound of a giraffe?
What would a giraffe make?
You tell me.
All I can think is neigh, but that's a horse. It's a cross between a neigh.
You got to do it.
No, I don't. He just said, "What is it?"
Yeah, what is the sound? You have to make the
Make
sound.
the sound.
But they do make a sound, just to let you know.
All right, just neigh. I don't know.
Jeez.
Matt, yes or no, can you cook?
Cook what?
Can you cook in
Uh,
general?
Dinner, for example.
Yes.
Ryan, when was the last time you laughed so hard?
Laughed so. Yesterday. Yeah, last evening.
Matt, what was your first impression of Ryan?
Likeable.
Ryan, what about you? Your first impression?
Quiet.
Matt, what is your jersey number, and is there any significance to it?
Jersey number is number 10, and no, there is no significance. It was one of the only numbers available when I came in as a freshman.
Ryan, yes or no, are you the only volleyball player in your family?
No, my younger brother plays volleyball.
Is he in high school or?
Yeah, he's a junior in high school.
Gotcha. Now, Matt, who is your favorite volleyball player?
Probably Steve Timmons.
Ryan, yes or no? Do you still get nervous when you play in big matches?
No.
No, we're almost done here, you guys. Matt, how long does it take for you to get ready?
For a volleyball match?
No, let's say when you go out.
Like for the day.
5 to 10 minutes.
Ryan, what is in your volleyball bag?
My volleyball bag.
Yes.
My laptop. My ankle braces. My workout shoes. Change of clothes. And my AirPods.
Matt, what is your favorite volleyball shoes?
Really any Mizuno shoe.
Do you have the Wave, the new one?
No, I don't. We wear Nikes here.
Gotcha. Now, Ryan, you said you're undersized for a middle. Yes or no? Do you think size matters in volleyball?
Yes.
Now, Matt, the last gift that you received.
Sackbass.
Yes, a online gift from Ryan. Actually, it was. Yeah, it was like a rewards coupon.
Oh, sweet. Now, Ryan, the best lesson you've learned from volleyball.
I would say that the integrity, I guess, is a huge part of my own core values, and volleyball has taught me to be a person with strong values, and through playing with different people and like with different coaches, different teams, you got to have a lot of strong integrity to really be honest with yourself, and even when the coaches aren't watching, do the right things.
Now, Matt, the best volleyball advice you can give.
That I could give?
Yes, to anyone.
Don't let one bad moment define your career. I think, volleyballs and sports in general are up. There's a lot of ups and downs, and you learn from them. So don't let one bad match, bad game keep you down and hold you back from your potential.
Now, Ryan, describe to us your volleyball diet.
Volleyball diet. Always have a really big salad with chicken and olive oil. And then I'll usually have some brown rice, roasted veggies, and some type of chicken or beef dish.
Now, Matt, if Ryan was an animal, what would he be?
A zebra.
What?
Ryan, if Matt was an animal, what would he be?
It'd be a mouse.
Wow.
And final question is, Ryan, are you weird or crazy?
Can I say both?
And Matt, the most serious face you can ever make when you play. Show it to us.
That's pretty accurate.
Well, Ryan just confirmed. Okay, you guys, the last part of this interview is you actually get to thank people who have been there for you since day one on and off the volleyball court. So what I'll do is I'll throw in some names, and you guys just get to say, you guys can say a few words. You can thank them and all. So, Ryan, let's start with you. Let's start with your family.
All right. I mean, my mom and dad have always been there to support me from day one, taking care of me, feeding me, and really being there for every single one of my needs in volleyball and in life as a whole. My three brothers for just really pushing me. They're the ones who inspired me to be athletes, to be an athlete. And my grandparents for supporting me. My entire family for always coming out to my games. My cousins, my uncles, my aunties, they all come to my games and support no matter where I am.
Matt, any message to your family?
They're the greatest people on this planet. My parents are wonderful, very supportive in anything that I want to, any endeavor I want to, partake in. My brothers, thank you guys for being just good role models. You guys really are the epitome of what I want to do in terms of hard work and success at whatever you put your mind to. So just thank you guys for that. And yeah.
Now, Ryan, to your teammates, the men's volleyball team.
Well, I mean, all my past teammates, they've always pushed me to allow me to get to this point. And then my teammates here at Harvard, they've got my back. They are my brothers, and we are one big family. And they're just really supportive on and off the court in anything that I need. They're always there to help me out. We got each other's backs, and I just want to thank you guys for being there.
Matt, to your past and current teammates.
Thanks for making me the player I am today. I played with, a ton of really talented players, a ton of friends, close friends of mine. And I wouldn't be at the level I am today or where I am today without the people that I've played with pushing me. So thank you for that.
And you guys, what about your past and current coaches? I think, they play a big part in your career.
I'll go first. I mean, my high school coaches, my club coaches have all invested so much in me, and they really believed in me. I mean, I started off playing volleyball as a scrawny little kid, and my first coaches just believed in who I was as a person and as a player. And I want to thank them all for believing in me and really entrusting me with so much knowledge of the game and skill. And then my current coaches now, thank you again for taking me in onto the team and really giving me your all this season.
Matt.
Yeah, I mean, all my coaches at Corona Del Mar High School and definitely Balboa Bay Volleyball Club. And here at Harvard, Coach Bays, they've all done a great job. And thank you guys just for walking a great line and having a good balance between teaching and making me a great player, but also not holding my hand and babying me through the process, As I said, there's been a lot of ups and downs, but overall I can honestly and very gladly say that since I started playing volleyball my 7th grade year in middle school until now, I've learned countless lessons, and definitely due to, the coaches that I've had, and then the administrators and different people that have been in my life. So Thank you.
Now, you guys, what about your friends? It's very important that you guys have, friends since you guys are away from home. Like, any message to your circle?
I mean, my friends from home, you guys, I mean, they know who they are. They're always there for me, always have my back. I can always FaceTime and rely on them to respond, no matter where they are in the world, wherever I am in the world. And then my friends here that I've made this past year are just a bunch of really awesome people, different personalities. We all come together and they all understand me on a personal level. And I'm really appreciative of their friendship.
Matt?
Yeah, I'd just like to echo that. I mean, my friends back home, they mean the world to me too. And, they're not always volleyball players, but it doesn't matter. They support me in what I do. I support them, and we care about each other's lives. It's really as simple as that. And with that kind of care about the other person comes like that investment in how well they do. And just, yeah, they're wonderful people. And thank you guys for being those great influences in my life. So.
Ryan, any message for Matt?
I mean, somebody. I mean, I wasn't prepared for this. I mean, Matt, you're a great guy. You really supported me in rough times this season. I mean, of course, me just to school and everything, and he reached out to me day one, and really wanted to make me feel welcome in the community. And I really appreciate that, being there for me, and not only filling your role as captain, but like really becoming a really good friend of mine, really genuine friend who's always there for me, and like, leading our team on the court, and, helping me, like giving me your criticism on the court, and allowing me to become the best player that I can be. I truly appreciate that.
Of course,
Now, Matt, your turn.
I mean, yeah, Ryan is just, I see a lot of my competitiveness in this guy. And I just love how, coming in freshman year, he has the fire of someone who's been playing this game for a long time. And yeah, it just, thanks for being a guy who's responsive, very willing to change something, if need be. Very, very fun off the court. Definitely the life of the party. And just a wonderful guy. I see a lot of, I don't want to sound too much like a dad here, but I do see a lot of potential in you, like, as the years go by. And as soon as I'm out of this program at Harvard, like, I see you being just a very, a very pervasive influence in a good way to the younger guys. So I can't wait to see sort of what you do, after I'm gone, in terms of this program, and how you, take the helm and help lead it with the other guys your age. And yeah, he's a good guy, and it's as simple as that.
Thank you for that.
Got it. You guys know I'll end this interview with this scenario. So out of the blue, okay, in that room where you guys are in, the volleyball gods will pay you guys a visit. Okay, the gods of volleyball, the imaginary gods of volleyball. And with them are three versions of you guys. So Ryan and Matt from the past, Ryan and Matt from the present, and Ryan and Matt from the future. So Ryan, what would you want to tell Ryan from the past?
Just keep working hard. In the past, I've gone through a lot of hardship. I've overcome a lot of obstacles, and I would tell myself in the past, like, just keep pushing through. You'll get there. And I mean, being here at Harvard playing Division I volleyball is a dream come true, and really worth everything that I've put into it. So really just telling myself in the past, just, you got just keep grinding it through. Be resilient.
Ryan from the present, another version of you.
Another version of me. I guess I would tell myself right now, just don't take things too hard. I guess like don't take things too seriously. I mean, take things with a grain of salt. I mean, have a little bit of perspective in terms of your connections with other people and in life right now. Yeah.
Ryan from the future.
I don't know. I can envision myself in the future. Like I don't know where I'll be, but I guess just remember. I guess the main thing would be remember where you come from. Always stay humble. Like no, truly, like remember your culture, your people, your family, and don't forget who's always been there for you. Because I mean, I'll go on my journey, but you got to remember who started it, who started the journey with me. So, yeah.
Matt, what about you? Matt from the past, present, and future. What would you want to tell each version of yourself?
Well, past Matt, definitely tell him to cherish the friendships that he has. I'm envisioning kind of a middle school, high school Matt. You know, those people are going to grow up to be pretty big influences in your life, and you're going to care a lot about them. So make sure you're cherishing those friendships, and just enjoy being a kid when you can, because it goes by quickly. So what would I tell my other Matt from 2019? Tell him you better be working your butt off this summer. You better, come into the gym next fall being, one of the dominant players in the league. And don't just settle for being, really good, or whatever. I think don't settle for whatever bar you're at. I think, always strive for something better. And then Matt from the future, similarly to what Ryan said, I think it's important to remember kind of the pathway of how you got to where you are. I would like to hear the conversation that future Matt will have with me personally. But if I were to tell future Matt something, it'd definitely be, spend time with your family and your parents. You never know. God has a plan, and you're just a part of it. So whether or not you, it's not always up to you. And so just cherish your family, cherish your friends, because you never know who will be there and who won't. So.
God, and you guys, I lied. I have one more question. So with everything you guys have gone through individually as an athlete, through the highs and the lows, every victory, every defeat, every time that you fell hard on the ground. Ryan, how would you describe your volleyball journey? More than one word this time. How would you describe your journey so far with the sport?
It's been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, I've had a lot of successes. I've been blessed with the opportunity to play at very high level my entire life, and learn from just amazing mentors and coaches. And it really has been all about the journey. Really has more than volleyball and more than the game itself. Volleyball to me has been a growing experience in discovering who I am as a person, and then also connecting with people, because I've made friends all over the nation, all over the world, and those genuine connections with other people really makes the game so much more fun.
Matt, what about you? Just briefly describe your volleyball journey so far, like after everything that you've gone through.
Yeah, well, the first thing I'd like to say is one thing I've learned is when you get down and you're pushed down, get up and push the other guy harder. And it's been a career of adversity and successes and downs, just like Ryan said. And yeah, I'd like to go further with volleyball, and just it wouldn't have been able to happen without where I'm from and who I have supporting me. So club volleyball was great, and I've made a lot of friends through it. School volleyball was great. But yeah, just my journey. It's been a great experience. But I've definitely learned lessons that I'll be able to take past volleyball. And in terms of the downs that have happened in volleyball and the lessons I've learned from those, I'm glad those have happened in a sport when I'm young. I think it's a lot better to have that happen, than have it happen when you're 40, with your financial situation or your marriage or something, and being able to learn to fight through adversity in volleyball. I think it's a great blessing to have, and I love the sport, want to continue it, and the journey's been amazing, but just the lessons I learned to take outside afterwards, I think are very important for me.
Yeah, and also just want to add on about the journey. A quote from a book. I cannot remember the author's name, but the quote was, "Success lies atop a mountain of failures," and that really has stayed true to my story. You fail time after time, and you just got to push through and be resilient to find some success.
Perfect, you guys. Now, one last thing. It's not even a question. It's actually a dare or a challenge. Do any of you guys know how to floss? Like, not the flossing when you brush your teeth, but the floss thing, the thing that became a trend a few months ago or last year.
Dance.
Yes, he knows how to do it. I've actually seen him do it.
Oh, so Ryan knows how to floss.
Yes, he does.
I do.
Okay, so Ryan, let's do this. If you could describe to me your very first post on Instagram, then I will not make you do the floss. But if you don't remember what it is, then you would have to floss for us on the Volleywood camera.
Okay, my very first post is a picture of Lake Tahoe with a triangle emblem that I got off of one of those filters. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it has like the lake and then the trees. It's a panorama, actually, of Lake Tahoe. Is that correct?
Are you sure? Because you posted like the first three are all kind of panoramic posts.
Classic.
I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay, darn it, I'm not gonna win against you guys.
Was I correct?
Yeah.
That was like 6 years ago.
But wait, okay, for one time, can you do the floss for us?
You know what? Follow me on social media, and you might see floss.
Yes. Tell us your Instagram ID, by the way.
My Instagram's @HongOfficial. Yeah.
Okay, you guys. I think that's it. Any guys want to share before I let you guys go and enjoy your Saturday?
All good.
All good.
Thank
you very much.
Yeah, it's been fun. You guys take it easy and enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Thank you for having us on.
Bye.
Bye.